If you just now tuning in, hit the like, hit the subscribe, and hit the bell. GMS fam, the green room. Let's talk about it. GMS fam, what up? What's going on, everybody? It's another day, another Monday. Let me turn this down. There we go. It's another good Monday. Got to get the week started, man. I hope everybody's doing good. I hope everybody's doing well. We're going to start this off with positivity, good energy, good vibes. Hope y'all doing very well. Hope your families are doing well. How's everybody doing? I see y'all in there. My nigga AP in there. Lady Aries, Binky, Bianca in the building. What's going on? We got to talk about something today, man. We're going to have a good conversation. I know we're going to have a good conversation, especially as more people enter the chat and become involved. This is one of those conversations that I feel like will never end, because I feel like it's a never-ending battle between Black men and Black women to a certain extent. You know, of course, not all of us have this view of each other. A lot of Black men love Black women. A lot of Black women love Black men. But we have those specific large group of people who believe in certain things that's going on. Love Lakes, what's happening? Don Philly in the building, what's happening? The thing about this conversation is it's touchy because of the simple fact that let's keep it real. There's a lot of emotion in this. There's a lot of emotion that plays into why people say the things that they do say. People have to go through life experiences to come up with these type of conclusions, whether you're Kevin Samuels talking about high value men or you're Cynthia G talking about Black men being expendable. These two individuals have definitely been through some things in life that have shaped their opinion about men and women as a whole. Now, full disclaimer, this isn't a show to pin these two people against each other. This isn't to continue the war between the groups of Black men and Black women who feel the way that they do. This This is me attempting to try to find an understanding on both their ends so that there won't be some type of huge war behind it. But I mean, I'm going to say what I feel about both these people and both their opinions and how they move and the influence that social media has brought to their platforms to continue their narratives. You know what I'm saying? Is as you grow and your fan base grows, the narrative and the idea behind what it is that you're speaking of becomes more prominent. And it becomes more potent in the minds of the people. Kevin Samuels got big quick off of the things he was saying. And it's because a lot of people agree with him and a lot of people disagree with him. When you have that balance, you're going to do well. So, and that's the same with Cynthia G. Of course, there are a lot of black women who believe what she says. There's a lot of black men who believe what she says and who agree with what she says, but there's a lot of people who disagree, men and women. So this is why I want to bring it to the table and kind of bring up their ideas, have us have the conversation. I'm going to open up the StreamYard for anybody who wants to join in and bring on their opinions later on. So we're going to start with Kevin Samuels first, all right? Let's start with Kevin Samuels. Let me, matter of fact, hold on. Let me put this picture up here. I just want to put the picture up here. Hold on. Let me go ahead and shrink this down. There we go. I got this tab up and shit. There we go. I don't want this to be too big. But anyway, let's talk about Kevin Samuels first. What up, Spank Loke? What up, Ted Dora? What up, Joe Blast? Bad Seed, ENT in the building. Kevin Samuels is one of those people who isn't going to pay attention to how you feel about what he's saying. Because what he's saying, he is very confident in what he's saying. People who are confident and believe in what they're saying, they're not worried about protecting your feelings. So when you see him going in on certain women, it's not because, and I don't think it's necessary. Well, I'm not gonna say it's not malicious because sometimes it does seem like he's coming from a place of something that has happened to him before, and he kind of sees that past woman that he used to be with that did something wrong or made him feel the way he feels today, and he'll end up taking out. You could see it. Like I feel like I be seeing that in people. Like you can tell, because like no random stranger should ever take you out of your character unless they actually physically try to harm you or what they're saying is like way out of bounds. You know what I'm saying? But having a simple conversation surrounded around relationships and why you can't get a high value man or why you're single and all this other shit shouldn't bring somebody out of their body and like have them being over the top disrespectful. But that's in my opinion. I don't know about anybody else. But he believes that women don't have a lot of options at all, and believes that men are the ones who chooses who is a wife, right? To a certain extent, I get that because the way that things have been, men propose to women. So, of course, men are going to choose who they want to have to be their wife. But I think the dismissal of someone because of only looking at the things that they do and not looking at what both people do, that's the problem with, I believe, both their approaches. Kevin more so, I don't know if he is so specific when it comes to race. I think more so just about women and men in general. Cynthia's more race-based when it comes to her ideas about certain shit, which makes it more personal for black men. But I can't say that Kevin Samuels isn't right about some of the things that he says about certain women, but I also am not going to agree with the way he goes about it. But he has got a fan base and he has a following, and it's not up to me. It's not about what I think is cool or not. Clearly people like the shit. That's what that is. But he just believes that women don't know how to pick a man. So if you're somebody who isn't married, who's single and over 25, and you haven't found the right person, he's going to dig into the things that you've done. He's going to try to, because I think what he believes is that when this type of thing happens, women typically turn to, oh, he did that, and it's always the other guy's fault about why shit went downhill. But it never seems to be their fault on any end. You know what I mean? And I think that's what he gravitates towards more, because you have to target a certain audience when you do this YouTube shit, and when you have like a podcast or whatever the case may be. Like when Cynthia G, when she talks about the stuff she talks about, she knows what audience she's targeting. You know what I'm saying? She knows who she's talking to directly. And that's why they have such a strong following, because a lot of people have dealt with certain traumas in their relationships. A lot of people talk about the things that they've got done wrong, you know, how they got done wrong, who's in their life, the man that did this and that. And the thing is, if you've never dated everybody, you can't judge everybody. You can't just generalize everybody. You can't sit back and try to act like all men are this because the men you chose to be with weren't shit. And you can't say that all women are like this because the women you chose to be with ain't shit. You get what I'm saying? Let's see why. Eternal Umber says, Kevin Samuels also has a lot of experience and success to back up what he's saying. Marv said the people who go to Kevin Samuels for help are crazy along with him. AP's an idiot. Eternal said he's speaking largely on women who want high value men who make six figures. Okay. I think he's a little harsh at times for sure. I honestly don't know why these ladies keep putting themselves out there to call into his show sometimes. No, that's another thing. If you know how he is, but you choose to call in, then you kind of subject yourself to that shit. And you can't really be mad if you feel disrespected, because now we know who Kevin Samuels is. We know how he runs his show. So why do you continue to call in and try to debate or try to ask questions or get advice from somebody who's inevitably probably going to put you down? Lovely said, in my opinion, Kevin Samuels is sending the message, make better choices early on in life instead of later, because the baggage that may come from it may damage you. That is something. And I saw that as well. There was a lady who had a kid who called in, and the kid was doing too much and wasn't being quiet. And he was like, I'm not, how are you talking about how you're happily single? You're not happy. You got a kid up at 11 p.m. You don't know how to control your household. You not, and all this other random shit. But I mean, to a certain extent, he's right. But also, you can't gauge anybody's happiness because of the situation you wouldn't be caught in. You wouldn't be caught in sitting in the house with your kid, single at 11 p.m. with them still up and trying to call in to talk about how you're still single somewhere on a podcast talking about relationships. I get it. But it's like a lot of people really have this idea that they know why you do the things you do or how you feel, and you know, because they kind of project their own shit onto you. She's like, Bianca said, I really have never clicked on Kevin's channel and watched a video. I've watched a few. It's just that I can't really sit through it that long because of how he deals with certain things. Like, he overtalks a lot of people, and he does that weird, like, don't talk over me, or when I talk, you be quiet. And I get you running the show, but at the same time, if you're going to overtalk people and not let people get their point out, don't expect people to give you the same respect just because it's on your show. You either want these people to call in and have a conversation with you or not. But it goes with the antics and the shit that people want to see in the chat, and it keeps people entertained and shit. I get it. Ivor says Samuels is an agent, no doubt about it. Really? What makes you think that? Bad C says Sin was all about blackness until white people came for her. Then she went all after black men. Kevin Samuels only switched genders on his previous messages. I think so let's talk a little bit about Kendra G's approach. I got put on the Kendra G through AP. Shout out to AP. Let me fix this shit. And I believe her stance, for one, is of course the black men are expendable because we don't do what we should be doing to protect and defend and love black women the way that they should be loved. But I also think there is a big, huge lack of accountability that she has for black or on black women because she feels like black men are the only problem. And a lot of her fans have come to my channel to express those sentiments, that there's nothing that black women do wrong and that it's only black men. And now if Cynthia G doesn't believe in that, she's curating a fan base of people who do. And that's the toxicity of it all. You can't blame all black men for what the few black men you have encountered. And of course they're going to be like, well, of course, if this woman and that woman and that woman and that woman had the same interactions with these type of niggas and da-da-da. Cool. But clearly there are black men out there who love black women and who would love to marry black women. But there's a narrative around black men and black women. There's a stereotype. There's a conversation being built around the community of black men being expendable. What makes you think that black men want to date a black woman who thinks or feels like that man is expendable? You already started off the relationship with disrespect. You already started the foundation off fucked up. There's no way that you can value or appreciate a man that you feel is expendable. And then on top of that, she's literally telling these women that they have zero options in black men because of the things that they have went through with other black men. So she's going to have these black women miss out on the black men they probably wanted their whole lives because they have this idea in their head that all black men are expendable and they don't need them. It is like, honestly, it's a very ridiculous concept. Because even though it's true that black men are expendable, just like it would be true that white men will be expendable, Chinese men will be if you take one race, like my man AP said, he said if you take one race and one gender specifically, and one race specifically, and just got rid of them, every other race and every other gender would still survive and be all right in the world. But that's not the way she's going about it. And that's not her point. She's only talking about the fact that black men are expendable. We don't need to, there's no need for us. Black women don't need us. And the only option is to date outside the race. And then ask the questions, what are black men doing in recent days to show that they love and value black women? There are definitely black men out there who do that. But the more you bring up the fact and the more that you create this narrative around black men being expendable, what makes you think these are going to be the men to try to continue to hold you at a higher standard when you don't even value them? I honestly and I respect Kendra G. A lot of people have strong feelings about Kendra G, and a lot of people have a lot of things to say, but I respect her in the way that She's not dumb. She's not an idiot. She's not out here just, spitting out conspiracies. Like I said, she's gone through some things that have brought her to this conclusion. She's seen some things that doesn't even have to be necessarily things she went through personally. It could be something that she saw with her friends and her family members and all this other shit. And then to have a fan base of women who continue to tell their stories and continue to agree with things that correspond with what you're trying to say, it's easy for her to fall in that line of thinking. But I don't think in her way of saying black men are expendable is right. I think in the more broader and more common sense way of black men being expendable, like I explained earlier, is right, but not in the way that she's trying to put into these other women's minds. Let me read some of y'all comments real quick. Spank Loke said, I just like when the so-called smart females or males call in and think they know everything but lack common sense. Kevin shuts them down quick with common sense. Yeah. Bad CDNC said she has no stance because for everything she says bad about black men went out the window when she flew across country to get preggo by the same type. Really? I've heard a lot about that, but I don't know too much about that story. I might have to look that up. Ivor said trace back his roots and who sent him, then how he became this divisive source of information. He checks the agent provocateur boxes. Spank Loke Pimba says she can't say shit with them. Oh God. Lady Aries said, I honestly think that women are treated with kid gloves too much in society. Sometimes that abrasiveness is needed to create the changes. I got you. Trauma said expendable. Let's see. We would adapt to the new environment. What's up, Simoggin? What's happening, man? Glad to have you back. Jason says Cynthia G. Oh, yeah. Get them jokes off if you want in the chat. I'm probably not gonna read them. Kendra G. I don't know. I keep fucking up. Cynthia G. I told you I know a Kendra G. So that's why I said this on the other podcast. Fuck. I'm sorry. I'm fucking sorry. I don't mean to say Kendra G. I just know I know of a Kendra G. And Cynthia G and Kendra G just kind of just fucking sound alike, dog. I don't know how I'm dyslexic like Noriega. But my bad. Cynthia G. All right, I got it. Eternal said, my problem with Cynthia G, outside of her constant disdain for black men, is the fact that she pushes the unfair narrative that black women don't need us. Yeah. And it's fucked up because of the simple fact that there are, like I just said, there are a lot of black men who still love black women, and there's this narrative. Imagine a black man who wholeheartedly loves black women and black women only. Imagine him running in to one of these black women who believe in the shit that Cynthia G's saying. He's never gonna give that guy a chance to ever build something with her because she already has a preconceived notion of who he is without knowing who he is. I have never heard of CG till now. However, that word she used, I just don't know. I love and value our black men, even the ones that clearly need some healing and help out here. King, that was from Love Lace. King Otto said, when she get her ass beat, black men gonna be the only thing to protect her. Whoever she decides to be with, man, I just hope I hope that motherfucker ain't the same as the black men she's talking about, because if that's the case, she might have to start thinking about who she's choosing. Trauma said, Kevin Samuel seems like he's simply tired of the same dumb shit with the black community, to be honest. Kind of. Hurt people. That is a fact, Spank. He didn't blow up until he started checking delusional black women. Most people don't know is that he used to do the same to delusional black men. Yeah, and I think it's more like I said, like let's keep it real. Black women are some of the most disrespected people in America. That's a fact. So when you have someone who built a platform that started with viral clips of him disrespecting black women, of course, that catapulted him. It's crazy. And, listening to some of the things that he said regarding like how things go. It's like I get what he's trying to do, but everybody has a choice in everything. Men aren't exempt from being clowns because they chose the wrong thing. Women aren't exempt from looking like clowns because they chose up. I don't think these groups, and it's beneficial to them and their channels and their growth on their platforms for them to be, more leaning towards one side than the other. You can't really be between in this realm. You know what I'm saying? Like me, I'm the person that's in the middle. I looked at both things. That's why I did this show, Kevin Samuels and Cynthia G, because they both, if they both were to go back and forth with each other, it'd be a never ending podcast. Somebody would have to literally come over to both their houses or both their compounds, wherever they stay, and turn their motherfucking camera and microphones off. Because there's no winning that battle. There's no seeing eye to eye with these two groups. That's why they clash so greatly. And I don't think, and Kevin, for one, I thought Kevin was gay when he first came out. I thought he was gay. I'm not gonna front. I thought he was gay. I was like, oh, here we have a gay man trying to tell women what all this other shit. I'm like, why you don't even like women? Why are you sitting here telling women what? And then I realized it was just I realized he wasn't gay, I guess. But it's just like, let's move on. Kevin brings women on there, but at the same time, I don't think he's really had a decent interaction with someone who wasn't like just kind of falling in line with the things that he said. Like, you can't have a conductive conversation with somebody who is stuck in their opinion. You can't be able to like change the mind of somebody who's stuck in their ways. It's never going to happen. Lady Aries said, because we are always in the chopping block of disrespect by damn near everyone. Exactly. Trauma says, since he blew up, though, I haven't really paid him any mind. I've been dealing with delusional women in general. Lauren B says, Synthetic G is a clown. I don't take anything that woman says seriously. She needs to heal and leave black men alone. If she hates them so much, why keep talking about them? Be happy with your white man. Is she with a white guy? I don't know that. Spank Loke said, I did think he was sus at first. Bad CDNT said, I'm not a constant listener of Kevin Samuels, but I can say it at least preaches black family, while Sin and the divest pink pill preach the opposite. Sorry. And that's what I was going to get into next, because here's the difference between the messaging of Kevin Samuels and Cynthia G. Kevin Samuels isn't losing hope in black women or women as a whole. He wants people to basically step their game up in all aspects. And then on top of that, be realistic about their situation. See, this is what I do understand about Kevin Samuels, and this is why I do agree with. People generally want more than what they deserve. Okay? People have this idea that for some reason they don't have any flaws or anything wrong with them, and that they deserve exactly what it is that they have fought in their head, when in reality, your situation, who you are, what you bring to the table, are all aspects of things that will be something conducive for a solid relationship. For instance, I know for a fact there are a lot of women who follow Cynthia G who feel like they never did anything wrong, and that the black man that they were with did everything wrong, which leads them to the whole expendable argument. There's nobody, and I'm telling you right now, a lot of the times, unless you're literally in a fucked up, abusive relationship with somebody who is controlling your every moving and everything that you do and fucking up your mind mentally, out of that, most of the time, two people play parts in how their relationship ended up. Rarely is it just one-sided. And if it is one-sided, it's because somebody was controlling you. Somebody was abusive to you. Somebody, and whether they were physically or emotionally abusive, something like that was going on for something like that, for you to feel how you felt and how you, and just how everything ended up in the relationship being one-sided. But for the most part, shit is not one-sided. Two people play part in the shit. So for the ones talking about the black men always leaving the home and leaving her to raise the kid by herself and be a single parent, a lot of you motherfuckers be making it hard for him. Let's talk about that. The people that make it hard for their baby father to be a father, but then blame him for not being present when you keeping the kids from the motherfucker. Like, I know, I see these situations firsthand, bro. You know, shout out to my baby mom. She's never had to do no fuck shit when it comes to my child. Like, she don't keep my child from me. She don't do none of that shit. Our problems are our problems. We've kept it that way. We never did no shit where, oh, you can't see the daughter because you doing this, or I'm mad at you for how our relationship ended up, so I'm a use our child as a pawn in this shit. Nah, that shit's weak as fuck. But people do that shit, and I see it. I got close friends that go through this shit. Black men who go through this shit, who really want to be there for their daughter. I know a friend of mine who literally every place that he's ever moved to, he's made sure that he's moved into a place with an extra bedroom for his daughter that was being kept from him. Didn't know when he'd see her, but just always, everywhere he moved to, he made sure he had a spare bedroom for his child, and all made up: bed, dressers, TV, lamps, decorations, all that shit. Talking about a solid black father. Now, this a wild nigga. He wild. He a wild motherfucker. He a wild ass nigga. But he's not a wild motherfucker when it comes to his child. Like, he out there, he goes and does his thing, but at the same time, when it comes to being a parent, he is a solid parent. Ain't nothing that he will do that will endanger his child, get his child in some fuck shit, abuse it. None of that shit. None of it ever. And I'm telling you, when he was with his daughter and when his daughter was there with him, he didn't go out. He didn't go and have people come over. He didn't have no friend. Me and probably one of our own other close homeboys, the only ones to ever come around when he had his kid. You know what I'm saying? So, of course, he was smart in that way. But because he didn't give a fuck about his baby mom in the sense that he didn't care. I don't give a fuck about you. You're not my girl. I'm not. Fuck you. All this other shit. Because he didn't fuck with her like that. She was spiteful and kept the child from him. Then you have the ones who will keep a child from somebody and then be mad because dude ain't giving you no money. But every time he see the kids, he got something for the kids. That's what he's supposed to do. You're not his woman no more. And then on top of that, you're talking shit every day and you're making it hard for him to see the kids or for him to even, just making it hard for him, period. But you expect something. What do you expect? Why do people believe that being disrespectful gains you anything? Why? Because the motherfucker said he doesn't want to be with you? That's wild. That's wild. If somebody said they didn't want to be with you, don't you ever in your life make it a point to make their life a living hell on some weird, spiteful ass shit. And I can't stand it. I wouldn't know what to do if I was in that situation, man. I'd probably go crazy. Bassy said, I can't take a pro swirler or divester seriously when they speak on blacks aka Pink Pill Doctrines. Samanga said, bro, I ain't seen my son since he was 8. He is now 17. So yeah, I firsthand know about how these women make it hard. Exactly. And that's fucked up. That is fucked up. And here's one thing you should know, Samanga. When you think about this type of shit, yeah, and I'm gonna open up the StreamYard, and I'm gonna post the link in the comments so that if anybody want to add in on this conversation, they can. So give me like 5 minutes. But one thing these parents need to know, for you, Samanga, I know you probably already know this, but I have to tell my homeboys this shit too, because when they come to me and talk to me about their problems and they be real frustrated, I'm talking about angry. You know, basically me talking them out of just being crazy, doing some stupid shit based on how these certain women are dealing with their situations when it comes to their child. One thing you will always have to remember, though, is that your child is going to get older. And when they get older, they're going to ask questions. Your son is going to ask questions at some point if he didn't already. And it's up to his mother to tell him the truth. If she doesn't tell him the truth, she has to deal with the consequences for when the truth comes out. So, for instance, she's keeping that child away from you. You want to be in your child's life. Your child most likely thinks you don't want to be in their life because of the fact that you're not around, but not even paying attention to the fact that that person that they're living with, the parent they're living with, is making it hard for you. When they find that shit out, they're going to resent their parents. They're going to resent that mother who kept that child away from having a relationship with their father. They're going to see that. And then they will forever look at that person who they thought loved and cared about them. They're going to look at them sideways for the rest of their life. Like, I thought you loved me. I thought you cared about me. You kept me away from having a relationship with my dad? For what? Especially when you get older and real, because see, when you're a kid and your parents separate, and whatever parent you stay with, the other parent, most of the time the kids look at that parent like he or she is fucked up and that they didn't love him, and why did they break up, or why did he leave, and all this other shit. And then when you get older and start being in relationships and start seeing how shit can just happen and how shit gets fucked up, then you start actually seeing shit a different way. You start being with a person that actually start acting up, and you be like, oh man, I don't want to be around, I don't want to be around this. Especially when you end up having kids with somebody later in life and start realizing what it takes to be a parent, let alone becoming an adult while being a parent. It's hard as fuck. And then people go down the line of, you know, the toxic shit and all the other shit it's never ever good for the kids, man. It's never good for the kids. Ever. That's what I'm saying. But I'm gonna open up the StreamYard line. Hold on, let me open up the StreamYard for y'all. We gonna get it cracking. I want to add in on this conversation. Let's talk about it. Bass, he said, that's what happened to me. Hold on. What the hell? Let me get the StreamYard, motherfucker. Bass, he said, that's what happened to me with my oldest daughter. She was kept away 16 out of 20 years. Our relationship took a big hit for that now. Exactly. And that's the saddest part about it, is that people will actually not even see what they're doing in the beginning. They don't see that. And it's sad that they don't see that. And it hurts the kids. It inevitably hurts them in the end. While you sitting there thinking that you proving a point, or that I got him. Look how I did this. Look how I'm keeping this kid away from him. I'm hurting his feeling because he don't want to be with me. That's the worst mentality to have, and that's gonna bring the kids back to not fucking with you later on in life. Lovely said, okay, question. So do the emotional battered parent just leave? Um, that's the choice part. I feel like because it's been so heavily ingrained in our mentality to try to stay and try to fight for something that we know is not going to end well because the toxicity levels of it all is too high. People are really scared to leave. People don't like to just leave their family behind because they don't want to seem a certain way. They don't want to look a certain way. And at the end of the day, you got to look out for your mental health. You don't want to, like, at the end of the day, do you really want to go crazy over this shit? Or you want to be in the right mental space to continue to be a parent, regardless of if they're keeping the kid away from you or not? I'm telling you, at some point, that's what you got to look at. Look at the future. At some point, as hard as it is, and I know for the people that have explained already in the chat about how hard it is and how frustrating, I know that shit hurts your soul. It hurts your heart because it will hurt mine to have a child kept away from me and deprived of a relationship. Important years of life, being a child, being a teenager, becoming an adult. Those are things that you need both your parents for. One person can't do it all. And it's crazy because it'll be the same parents who keep the kid away from the other parent talking about how hard it is to raise a kid by themselves. You have help. You have help. You chose to make the decision to keep that child away from his father or away from their mother in spite, not out of the best interest of your child. It was out of spite. And now look what's happening. You're like, I have a homeboy who does a whole bunch of shit and tries to take care of the family and always sending money, driving back and forth long hours to out of town and coming back with his kids. Same person always tries to cause problems for him. Always talking about how he don't do this and how he don't do that, but literally doing everything. But it's just out of just anger and spite and wanting to get under somebody's skin so that they can be as miserable as you are. It don't make no sense. All right, let me get this. Let me get this shit. Let me get this shit cracking, man. Let's see. Lady Aries said they don't even take into consideration of the mental anguish of the children. Lovelace said, and one day hopefully can return, or at that point, do they get those people involved, or is understanding needed from a third party to get all the mess out the way? Some of us just need a physical look. Some people need, some people definitely need to have their problems resolved first before anything else. You don't want to continue on being a parent holding on to heavy amounts of trauma. That's never going to be good for you or the child because you're going to inevitably take it out on them at some point. Black Light Zen, what's going on, my brother? He said, I moved away, but only to the next city. I see my kid at least every 6 weeks. We talk almost daily. She's doing great. Yeah, and I seen that too on your Instagram, man. Like, I appreciate great fathers who actually sometimes have to put their pride aside and have to put their ego aside to try to do what they need to do because their most important, the most important thing to them is the child. It's not about the person you had the child with anymore. It's about the child. And you know that it's more important to try to live a more healthier life when it comes to your mental health and the way that you are being a parent opposed to the problems that you had with a parent. Spank Loke said, I fought for 3 years, but before I get out my character, I'd rather leave. Exactly. I feel the same way. Because it's very easy for men to do that. You know, women are very emotional, but it's very easy for a man to step out of his character and to go and lash out because of the things that, like, a lot of men can't control their ego. They can't control their pride. And they'll continue on the fight. See, that's another thing. When you see that somebody is toxic, meeting that toxic energy with more toxic energy is never going to work. And that seems to happen a lot because people don't like to get out of that mindset of, I want to one up my baby mom or one up my baby dad. You know what I mean? Lovelace said, I'm not promoting violence. However, that physical CK gender on gender can at times put things in a better perspective. I see that. Lady Aries said, my dad left home at a young age, and I am a major daddy's girl, and I still am. I'm 40, and that shit still hurts. I know. Brandon Lacey, what's going on, Brandon? He said, yeah, we need both sides. It really helps the kids understand where they come from in many ways. Imagine how much more productive it would be for the parents to actually sit down with their kids, regardless of the things that y'all went through. If y'all care about y'all kids and love y'all kids more than y'all do y'all situation, the parent situation, y'all would sit them down and let them know what it is now. Like, yo, we aren't gonna be together anymore, but we still love y'all. We still care about y'all. We want to make sure that we make it a great environment for y'all. No toxic shit. Like, a lot of people do not come to that understanding together because they have so much deep rooted bullshit from their relationship that they'll never see eye to eye. Samanga said, shit, my baby mama moved from Cali to Alabama with my son. That's far as hell. Black Light Zen said, I was raised by my father, and I was raised to be a husband like my father. My ex-wife was not raised to be a wife. She's a baby mama. Some people do that. Some people do have that, just that characteristic. Let's keep it real. Hold on. Let me get this StreamYard open for y'all. Give me a second. Give me 1 second. I'm copying the link. I'm going to post it in the chat. All right, we have the StreamYard link. I'm going to pin it to the top. So whoever wants to join in on this conversation, hit that StreamYard link, and I will have you in on the show, and we will discuss this subject. Don't hold back. Say what's on your mind. Say exactly what's on your mind. Anybody that wants to join in on the conversation, the StreamYard link is there. Click the link, join in, and we will hear what you have to say, my good sir. Hold on. All right, here we go. Here we go. Here we go now. Who's about to join in on the StreamYard today? Let me know. I'm going to read some of y'all comments while I wait. Jay Monte said, men who are raised by women are usually more emotional led, which could lead to dangerous situations. One of the key aspects of a man is learning to control yourself. Very, very important. Very important aspect. Theodore NYC said, it seems the family court system is designed to extract wealth from black men and not so much about what's in the best interest of the child. Yes, I've seen the court system be hell to motherfuckers over the years. Blue said, women have no shame. That's the issue. Moms of today brag about their flaws and walk outside naked with gut out. Damn. Lovelace said, there is a difference that is part of Kevin Samuel's message. Some of us aren't prepared to be a girlfriend, boyfriend, wife, or husband, but believe that we need one. Yeah, I see that. Most American women today don't value fatherhood. That's from That's a Cap. Shout out to you. That's a Cap. Let's see who else is in here. Black man said, also until you're married for over 2 years and live together, it's still puppy love. I agree. All right, first person we're gonna have up here is Lady Aries. Lady Aries is in the chat. What's going on? We're gonna switch you over here. There we go. How you doing, Lady Aries?
Hey, I'm here.
What's up? So we are having this conversation about, Kevin Samuels and Cynthia G, both their ideologies and what surrounds their their narratives and the way that they go about doing their shows and the fans on their platforms and what they believe in. So, how do you feel
Yes.
about this subject in hand? Let just start wherever you want to start.
Okay. I'm sorry. I'm outside, so everything is loud.
Oh no,
So
you good, you good, you
excuse all
good,
the
you
all the
good.
noise. Yeah. So man, it's like where do I start? Um, I think a little bit of both sides,
Mm,
both perspectives are important.
yeah,
Um, I'm actually learning, even at 40, that like sometimes I know the way that people will express their perspectives and the way that they see things and their viewpoints, they will express them rather harshly.
yeah,
And like I said, I think that women and I can say men are sometimes held with those kid gloves, and sometimes them kid gloves is what holds back the growth.
mm-hmm,
People have a tendency to stay stagnant when they're held with the kid gloves and they're talked too softly, or they're like, oh, we're gonna treat you like this, and we're not gonna be too harsh with you. Sometimes that harsh reality and that truth, sometimes people need that shock to the system. That's what I
yeah,
call it, a shock to the system, because that's the only way that you're gonna become, that you're gonna, either you're gonna flow like water and you're gonna move on some shit, or you're just gonna sit stagnant and in your, in your stubbornness or whatever it is that people and women and men in general, whatever it is that we suffer from, whether it's our past, our, belief system and our inadequacies, all of that comes into play. And even like I said, at 40, I'm learning that now, and it hurts to move
yeah,
beyond what you're comfortable in.
yeah,
When you've sat in it for so long and you're just comfortable in it, when somebody comes along and they're like, nope, I'm gonna give it to you real. I'm gonna give it to you raw, regardless of how you think about it. You need to take that focus off of me, of how I'm saying it,
mm-hmm,
and you need to project it onto yourself. And these are the things I'm showing you in the mirror. You see what I'm saying?
yeah.
So
So you
that's the way I kind of see of the situation.
so a lot of people have been basically coddled over the years, and they had their feelings protected to the point where when they hear some real shit, they get thrown off instead of hearing it and trying to
Yes.
digest it.
Yes. Yes.
Facts.
They don't know what to do with it. Like
Right.
women are like the worst at it. We're the worst. Like we
Yeah.
don't know how to deal with a real man that tells us, look, this is the mirror I'm showing back to you.
Mm-hmm.
This is the shit that you need to change. This is how you are, or what you've become. And these are the things you need to work on. Like
Yeah.
that shit, like really, we don't know how to handle it. We don't know how to take it in. And I think a lot of that ends up being like the women, they end up taking it in as offensive,
Yeah.
um, as an attack, a personal attack, instead of
Sexist.
saying,
Yeah.
you know what, right, sexist, that's so true. And they kind of say, oh, that guy is just on an ego trip. That's his ego talking.
Right.
So they can't see it any other way. So they take it as a personal attack. And that's where the change doesn't come in at. You can't change if you're constantly thinking that people are trying to personally attack you, instead of them bringing out the best in you, or
Yeah.
having you work on yourself to bring out the best in yourself.
That's facts.
So that's, yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking about with that situation. And I was like, I kind of stopped chatting for a little bit in the
Mm-hmm.
chat. Like I was just reading everything
Yeah.
in regards to because I'm going through a personal situation, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm in the midst of just trying to figure out how I'm going to maneuver through it,
Yeah.
because me and hubby, we had a conversation last night. This has been something that I have actually been feeling in my heart and everything. It's been sticking with me for a while, and we had a conversation about no longer being together.
Mm.
So we're in the process of considering a divorce, honestly.
Really.
And it's nothing that it's, for me, I know that I personally just need more growth
Mm-hmm.
as a woman and as a mother.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that the components within the marriage is not conducive to my growth.
Mm-hmm.
So I have to take it upon myself to say, you know what, I know that Lena's not happy.
Yeah.
So, and I can't, and where I messed up at, I'm gonna be honest with you, GMS, and everybody in the chat, where I messed up at is number one, like getting married to someone that I thought would quote unquote make me happy,
Yeah.
because I wasn't personally, internally happy from the very beginning. So
Mm.
I was looking for that external happiness. I'm thinking, oh, I'm gonna be married, I'm gonna be a wife, and he's gonna make me happy, and he's gonna give me all the things I need. He's gonna fill the holes within myself that I had there. And I admit that shit doesn't work.
Nah, because you need
And
to you
that's
need to
why
be happy. You
we're,
need to find the happiness within yourself first before and nobody else should
yes,
be able to complete your happiness. You should be able to find that happiness
yep,
yourself, and then anybody else who comes in after that
yes,
will just complement your life from then on out. A lot of people
that's
lead with
it.
that, and that's
And
the
I,
thing. You are not the only
yeah,
one. So many people believe that the
yeah,
person that they want to be with should be able to make them happy when they should already be happy before they get there. And I think that is
facts.
another problem that
Yeah,
a lot of people do have when it comes to the idea of, I guess, black men
yes.
being expendable. You think that way, but
Hmm.
really it comes to just the simple fact
Right.
of what is it that makes you feel like this person is supposed to complete you? You should already feel complete. This should just be another
Right.
addition to your life. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yes.
You are so correct, Black. Like you hit the nail on the head. And that's the conversation that him and I had. And I admitted to him, I was like, I messed up. I should not have taken that step knowing that I wasn't ready. But I think it's just like, now that I've gotten older, I see it now.
Yeah.
And I see where I messed up at, where I went wrong. And I was so busy making him happy, trying to make him happy, making sure his needs are met, and making everybody else happy, that like I neglected myself for
Yeah.
years. And that's why I'm not happy now. I admit that.
Yeah.
And so it's very painful for him, because I know that he loves me. He loves me to the depths of his soul.
Yeah.
This man does. And so I feel like I contributed to a lot of the selfishness
Mm-hmm.
that also goes on in the marriage, in regards to us, getting together. We've had our kids together,
Yeah.
and like it's one-sided. It's one-sided.
Yeah.
And that's what makes me wonder. I'm thinking like, okay, if I become happy with myself, will I ever become happy with my husband?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Nah, I understand.
So I'm, yeah,
Well,
like that's where
I
I'm
for
at right
one
now.
thing I want to say is, for one, I hope that situation, regardless of what side it comes out of, that you guys continue to remain close, and continue to have that love for
Yes.
each other and care for each other because of the things that y'all have been
Yes.
through and what y'all have built. A lot of people
Yes.
always feel like when they, in the relationship with someone or get divorced, that it's the time where you just need to start uh uh not even giving a fuck about a person, when really in reality that was a bond that you had. You're supposed to appreciate that. You're
Yeah.
supposed to love that person and just move forward in life. No bad blood. A lot of
Yep.
people like to have bad blood. I don't think that's in it, and that's not even in your character. I could tell
Yeah.
that's nowhere near your character. I
No.
already know, like, the
No.
situation y'all going
Not
through
at
is gonna be
all.
it's gonna be on the side of you two coming out of it still respecting each other, still having a lot of love for each
Yes.
other. You know what I'm saying? So
Yes.
with that being said, I appreciate you,
Definitely.
and I hope that everything does work out in your favor, and I hope that happiness does
Thank
come with
you.
inside of you first, and you find it wholeheartedly
Yes.
100%. Because I fuck with you, Lady Aries. You GMS family.
I know you do.
So I'm gonna be
I
checking up on you.
know.
I'm gonna be checking in on you and making sure you good. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely. I'm going to need it, because this is a process I have
Yeah.
to go through. And that was one of the things that I did explain to him last night when we sat down and had the conversation. I said, you will never have to worry about me ever taken
Yeah.
them babies away from you. I said, I'm never going to be like volatile toward you. I'm not going to be like, oh, I hate you now that we're no longer together. I will never, I don't have it in me. Like,
Right.
I love him. And I told him, I love you as the father to my children. I respect you and I care a lot about you. You know what I'm saying? So,
And I commend you for that.
but that, yeah, that hurt in his eyes, though.
Yeah.
That's what I'm dealing with right now. That's what I'm
Well,
dealing with. Is
that's that's
that
that's
hurt?
the
I can feel it.
inevitable. It's the inevitable that will
Yeah.
happen. But once again,
Yeah.
he's going that just like he realizes, just like everybody else realizes your heart, your intent.
Yes.
He will be all right. You will be all right. Y'all life will be all right.
Right.
Everything will be okay, and you will continue to be blessed and all the above.
Right.
So once again,
Definitely.
I thank you, Lady Aries, for popping up on me today.
Definitely.
We love to see your beautiful smile on our screens. And
Thank you.
I really hope everything works out for y'all. So thank you for pulling up. I'm about to get Chief Wildfire in here next. Everybody say what's up to Lady
All
Aries and
right.
thank you in the chat, y'all. Appreciate you.
Thank you, guys.
All right, we'll see
No
you later.
problem. Bye-bye.
Let's get my man. Oh, we got Smoggin in the building and Chief Wildfire. What's going on, y'all?
What's happening,
Y'all hear
man?
me? Can y'all hear me?
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Yep. Let's get it. So now first, we're gonna get my man Chief Wildfire's opinion and we're gonna move this Smoggin. Let's get it. Can you hear me, Chief?
Shit, yeah, I hear you.
Okay, let's get it.
You want me to just go, or you gonna ask me something?
Oh, well, okay. How about this? Let me ask you this. How do you feel about black men being expendable? Let me ask you that first. As a black man, how do you feel?
I don't believe it. I don't subscribe to that. That's not my reality.
Okay. And how do you
Black men are black.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say black men are whatever the word I'm trying to find, the other word than expendable. You feel me? The complete opposite. Whatever that word is in the dictionary, pull y'all dictionary Webster's out. The opposite of expendable,
Yeah.
nigga, that's what black men are. Nigga, we bring life, we bring glow to this world. Every race brings something to this shit. So it'd be ridiculous to say that the black race out of all the races don't bring nothing. Everybody brings at least something, and we bring a lot.
Right. So then when it comes to black fatherhood, how certain black fathers are treated or looked at as the people that just give up and leave the child, when a lot of people really don't even look at the other side of things. How do you feel about that?
I feel like it's a big misconstrued, because I'm actually one of those fathers who are one of the black fathers who wants to be in his daughter's life, but due to situations with the baby's mother, which a lot of these young women, when they're younger, I'm older now, but when they're younger, and they, like they say, they want that external thing. They looking at it like, damn, I get some likes. I got a family on Facebook. I got family on Instagram. I got pictures. And then the man look good. Oh, he's fine. I'm finna have a baby, have a family. My kids look good. But then you realize he's not everything that you wanted him to be, besides just the outside look of the man. And now you're resentful and you're mad and you want to keep the child away from the man. And that happens to so many men in America. I think it's more men who want to be in their child's life who can't because of certain situations than there is men who just want to walk away.
Yeah, I feel
in
that.
my generation.
Hell yeah. Shout out to Duncan in the chat. We got Duncan in. He said black men created the world. Stop it. Hey, Smoggin, same question for you. First question is, how do you feel about the topic of black men being expendable?
How I feel about black men, so-called being expendable. I believe it. I believe it because just like the government and things like that, they put in plans such as like a child support and things of that nature,
right.
Food stamps and what do you call that stuff like that, to where you didn't need a man in the house, to where a woman, if you had a baby by a man, she could just, all she gotta do is go apply for them food stamps and that welfare, and then police be coming to your house, knocking on your door,
checking
looking for asking, looking for is there a man up in there? And this happened to me in Vegas. This is my first baby mama right here that I'm talking about, the one that went to the Alabama and shit.
Yeah,
what I'm saying? That happened to me, and but I ain't gonna lie, I was on my little food stamp shit. I was like, I'm just gonna work this little game a little bit, just put that, So I got my little shit.
you know, did my little thing, and after about like 8 months, something like that, nigga, I get a knock. I get a knock on the door in the morning, like 7 o'clock. I'm like, nigga, who the fuck is at my door, nigga? I ain't even from I'm from Cali. Me and my girl lived in Vegas, so I moved to Vegas. I don't know no motherfucking buddy in Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, who knocking on my door? Nigga, it's these sheriff motherfuckers, and they're like, and it's me, obviously. So they're like, okay, so you here?
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right. They was like, look here, we can either take you to jail right now, or you sign these papers and your shit get canceled. You know, I'm like, all right, fuck it, nigga, I'm signing these papers, nigga. Fuck
Right.
that little shit. You know, so that happened. But anyway, back to these women. That was that situation. But back to these women and on how they be doing with the fathers. I was together with this woman for 7 goddamn years, and I admit, when I moved to Vegas, you know, like she had family in Vegas. I didn't.
Right.
You know what I'm talking about? So she transferred her little Sprint little job. She worked for the cell phone company back then. This is back in 04. You know what I'm saying? So she had her job hooked up over there. I moved over there with nothing. I was like, you know, I was 23 years old. I'm like, okay, you know, got up out of mama house. So I got me 3 jobs, nigga. I worked at the Burlington over there, and I worked at a little fucky ass gas station and the Islands restaurant out there, the little burger spot out there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So bottom line, nigga, I busted my ass, nigga. I had 3 jobs. I was making about like 3,300 back in 04, but in Vegas back in 04, making 3,300, nigga, the rent was only 1,200 for a 4-bedroom house.
Oh shit.
So nigga, I was paying everything, nigga, you know what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna lie, nigga, I was a straight sucker, because I fell for the okie doke. Nigga, this bitch had me, nigga, she was doing bills and shit like, okay, I need you to give me 2,900 this month. Yeah. I'm like, God damn, bitch, 20. My damn bitch, 2,900. I'm like, okay, I did it, nigga. Here you go, boom. I did that shit for 7 goddamn years, nigga. And say, you know, like, and just like, you know, when you with a bitch, I mean, not I ain't gonna say a bitch. I'm sorry, I don't want to disrespect women like that.
You good, man.
You know? Okay. All right, but I'm saying, you know, when you with a bitch, and you pretty much give her everything she want, and then this bitch try to do extra shit after you already gave her what she want.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so
yeah.
I'm like, okay, nigga. So now this bitch, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay, nigga, I had enough of this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, nigga, like, you ain't for me, obviously. It took me a lot of years to realize, hey, look, nigga, this bitch ain't for you. You need to get the fuck away from this bitch. Nigga, I was going crazy. Nigga, I'm like, nigga, I used to be sitting I used to be sitting on my porch just like I am right now, smoking my black, have my beer, chilling. I used to be looking at this little dirt yard, because back in Vegas, nigga, it's a desert over there, nigga.
Yeah.
You know, like shit wasn't all the way developed like it is right now. So I'm like, nigga, I wish I could just bury this bitch in the back of these little fucking over here right now. You know, hey, no, nigga, but real, it's funny, but real shit. You ever watch them stupid ass shows, nigga, like the ID channel and shit like that, and you be seeing shit that these couples be going? I used to be laughing at them niggas, nigga. I used to be laughing at them niggas like, oh my nigga, how you get there to where you want to kill this bitch? How you do that? You know what I'm saying? I used to be laughing at these motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Nigga, until I was right, nigga, until I was there, nigga, nigga, I'm sitting there, nigga, I'm like, nigga, for real, my black done went out shit. God damn it. Look,
and he can say this shit because he didn't actually kill the motherfucker. He could say this shit. He's speaking in hypotheticals.
I just say that's right. I didn't do nothing. No, she alive right now in Alabama like a motherfucker, nigga. Right. She cool. But nigga, what the fuck my life? But nigga, I was, but nigga, but I had to really, like, talk to myself inside. I was like, nigga, look what you doing. Look what you thinking. Yeah. Nigga, look what you want.
Crime of passion. Yeah. That's a crime of passion right there.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, nigga, I was like, nigga, you there, nigga? Like, if you actually had the tools to do something, if I had just opened this sliding glass door, nigga, I mean, I ain't shot nobody. I ain't never owned a gun or nothing. But if I had one, I might have did that shit.
That's the realization, bro. You had the realization, like, okay, I done got to myself to this point to feel this way, nigga. I need to leave. I gotta get the fuck
you know what I did?
Here.
You know what I did? I'm gonna tell you what I did, nigga. The next day, nigga, and nigga, I got fired from that gas station job because I was stealing money for them like a motherfucker. So I wasn't working for them at the time. So I still had the Islands job, and I still had the other one, but I started working at this U-Haul over in North Vegas. Nigga, I had work that day. I pulled up to work, and I was like, and at that moment, I was like, nigga, I'm leaving, nigga. I backed out of the motherfucking work shit, nigga. Backed up out, nigga. The motherfucking boss looking at me like, nigga, where you going? I'm like, nigga, I went home. I put as much shit as I could in my car and dipped the fuck back to California. Like, nigga, I'm gone. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And nigga, and the funny shit is, as soon as I motherfucking got back to California, I used to go to this high school named Cleveland High School, and there was an alumni game, and this little young nigga, Nick Young, the nigga played for the Lakers and all that bullshit or whatever the fuck, was over there. Nigga, they was like, hey, you want to play this alumni game? Nigga, I was so high, and I admit, nigga, this shit drove me crazy. This whole thing, nigga, I was out there doing drugs. I was out there bad, just emotionally, because I was just like, nigga, I was in a bad space. I was bad, nigga. I felt if I would have stayed in Vegas, nigga, I would have died.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Straight up. So, nigga, I went over there. I played Nick Young. I dunked on his bitch ass, but he still had about 25 points. So anyway, I did, nigga. I got you, Nick Young. When you was like 18, I got you, hoe ass nigga.
Dunked on that motherfucker.
Hell yeah, Cleveland High School, nigga, Northridge, California. You know what's happening. But look, anyway, so nigga, hey, nigga, but guess what happened, my nigga? Guess what happened? This bitch, the next day, this bitch was in California with the whole apartment packed up in Gardena.
Oh,
like,
shit.
I'm out here. Nigga, so, all right, so now my son is out here now with this crazy bitch, okay? so now I'm like, okay, you know, all right, cool. I'm not with her because I got my own little APT. I got my own apartment, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, like, nigga, low key, nigga, my dad had gotten a fucked up accident, so he had a lawsuit about, like, he got like 750 grand. So, nigga, I had some money. I was jarring, and this is in 06. I had the Charger when it first came out, the Hemi. I was doing real good for myself. I had my own APT. I was straight.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right, now I got to do this bitch. So, nigga, so about 7 months go by, we doing, you know, I'm on child support. She live over there. I live over here. I go pick them up on the weekends from the day, all that shit like that. Nigga, so this bitch was fucking with some crip nigga or something. You know, she like them gangbang niggas and all that shit. So I guess, nigga, I went to her apartment to go, visit, see my son over where she live at, where her little, she'd have roommates. It was kind of like an Airbnb back in the day before Airbnb existed. It was like, nigga, four bitches in an apartment shacking up together, whatever the fuck, trying to survive. Nigga, they had bed bugs, roaches, and all kind of trash bags full of shit everywhere in that goddamn apartment. I'm like, nigga, I'm like, hey, bro, I got my own APT, but hey, little homie ain't got to live like this.
Right.
You know, hey, nigga, you know, until you get your shit together, he can just come with me. I got my own APT. Nigga, we in one bedroom. Nigga, I got a big king size bed. He can sleep, you know, we good.
Right.
So, nigga, she was like, nah, she was fighting. Like, nah. And I'm like, nigga, what you mean, nah? You rather, you know what I'm saying? You rather this nigga sleep with the nigga? You got bed bugs on you right now. Why you sleeping? And I just beat. I just beat too. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I went over, I beat
the bugs.
You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be, hey, I slide them bed bugs to the side. I was like, yo, I need to get this right now. You know what I'm saying? So I
right.
Anyway.
Wow. Shout out to the Bay. Shout out to the Bay, man.
Hey.
Shout out to the Bay.
Don't hold me accountable for that. Hey. Don't hold me accountable. Don't clown me for
nervous
that.
As shit, AP.
You know what I'm saying? So anyway, look. So long story short, this chick, you know, her shit wasn't together. About 2 more months go by, you know, she fucked up too. Now my son with me. She gave me my son. She did.
Yeah.
But she would come by about once a week to come check on him. So I was like, all right, you know, all right, cool. So, nigga, I guess she got fed up with where she was living at. She got tired of getting bit up and all that bullshit. And you know what I'm saying? Fuck with the main shit niggas over there. So this bitch come there. I said, look, you can come over here and live with me till you get you back on your feet. Okay? So this bitch did. You know what I'm saying? This bitch came to my house pregnant with some nigga baby.
Oh, shit.
Some nigga baby. This bitch was pregnant with some nigga baby. Nigga, I swear to God on bless. Look. This bitch, nigga, and so I took this bitch to the abortion clinic. I didn't pay for the abortion. I didn't do that. I wasn't all the way suck it out. I didn't do that.
The bitch. He cornered her.
So I took her over there. I took her over there to the abortion shit. And the funny shit is, nigga, when we parked over there, you know them white people that be outside the abortion clinic like, we don't like this shit. We don't like this shit. You know, they got the little sign.
I just seen them punk ass
I was
motherfuckers
like, yeah, bitch. I was like, yeah, bitch, you got to go in there. That's where it's at right there.
Yeah.
Nigga, I didn't go inside with her. I said, I'm going to drop your ass off and you just call me when they done with your ass. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, shit.
So I picked her back up, nigga. Hold up. Go ahead.
No, you go ahead. Finish your story.
All right, nigga, you know what I'm saying? So, nigga, I picked the bitch up. Long story short, anyway, this bitch started, nigga, like, you know how them niggas in jail be writing letters to bitches? This bitch started flirting with some nigga that was in jail, like on some PayPal, what pen pal? What you call that when you be writing motherfuckers? Yeah, this bitch was taking my son to the jail to go see this nigga.
Oh, dog.
To go see this nigga. I
Chat.
found that shit out, bro, and I was like, look, nigga, I want to just, you know, I was talking about doing earlier. I was like, girl, I was like, ooh, bitch, nigga.
That's the type of shit
feel
that
that.
nigga crazy.
Feel that.
No, let me say, okay,
nigga,
now I gotta say so. I have to say so because
go.
This is what I mean. People start doing shit, not thinking about the other person, and then be wondering why the other person that's involved, the baby dad or whatnot, is out here treating you in a certain way. You keep doing wild shit. That's not gonna make him want to treat you well, respect you, or any type of shit like that. And then doing off-brand shit, like there's nothing worse. Like it's one thing. Like say if your baby mom, whatever, went out and start fucking on whatever. Yeah, that shit gonna bother you, but ain't nothing bother a motherfucker more than when you add the children into some shit that you doing.
Real though. I'm like, bitch, get all the dick you want. I don't give a fuck, bitch. I don't care. You nigga, you just living with me just till you get on your feet. This shit is temporary.
Yeah.
Nigga, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, nigga, do what you want. I'm like, nigga, what you putting little man up in this shit for? What's wrong? I'm like, nigga, bitch, this is shit you see in movies, nigga. This ain't real life. For real.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, nigga, this shit is real life. Anyway, the bitch got on. So now she got her new, I don't know if they married or something, but they've been together for a while, I think, or whatever. But nigga, this bitch she moved back to Vegas with the other dude. I'm like, okay, she gonna do the same thing she did with me with him. I'm like, whatever, nigga.
And
that's
not the
your problem,
motherfucker she went to go visit in jail? Cause is he still locked up?
It was some other nigga.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I mean, I hope not. I don't wish that on no man. So I ain't gonna be petty like that. I don't, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But nigga, she moved back to Vegas. Then she moved to, which is 4 hours for me because I'm in Cali, nigga, right off of Northridge. I'm 4 hours away. So now she moved to Colorado. I don't know where the fuck Colorado is at over there somewhere. Then the bitch moved to Alabama. I'm like, nah, bitch, I can't be chasing you around trying to fuck with this little nigga like that. If you're gonna do all like that, then nigga, shit, nigga, hey, bitch, do your thug, cause nigga, these courts don't give a fuck about niggas. You know what I mean? I meant about men. I ain't gonna say niggas, but they don't give a fuck about men. You know what I'm saying? So you gonna get screwed when you go into court. I don't care what you done did. They're gonna be like, nope, you got joint custody, and all she gonna do is, and then of course every other weekend she gonna say, no, you can't see your kid. If you say anything that's gonna make her mad over a phone conversation, because of course she called you before you go pick your son up or your daughter up. Yeah. And she want to make sure you want to up and up. Okay, so what time you gonna be here? And and she gonna shoot her shot. She gonna say something stupid to you to trigger you to try to make you mad. And once you say some shit that she don't like, oh no, you ain't gonna say this weekend. You talking to me like that? No. She gonna do shit like that. So as a man, you know what I'm saying, to all these niggas out here, you know what I'm saying, if you ain't seen your kid, your daughter, or your son in a long time, nigga, whenever you talk to your baby mama, if you can hold your composure, nigga, just please try to hold your composure, because they
find the strength.
Yeah, right. That's what's up. But I ain't trying to keep shit long. You know what I'm saying? I know they got other people want to get on here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And all that shit. But then that's my story, man. I've been watching you for a minute. Hey, nigga, you the only nigga on YouTube that I've ever even talked to in all these years of me watching YouTube. I don't do this internet shit.
Well, shit, I appreciate that, brother.
Nigga, but I enjoyed it though. This shit fun though. I might get my own YouTube channel and do some dumb shit. I don't know.
You probably should, because the chat is fucking with you right now. The chat is definitely fucking with you right now, bro.
You know what I'm saying, nigga? But I got work, nigga. I'm a working man, nigga. I got three. Yeah. I got three more. I got 3 kids. I've been with my girl for 15 years. I got my wife, so I'm straight right now. But I can't fuck with y'all. But thank y'all for letting me come fuck with y'all. And everybody who fuck with me in the chat, that's cool. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody have shout a good out Samagan in the chat, man. Appreciate you for popping up on me, man. Thank you, bro.
Yeah, yes, sir. Be cool.
Hey, Wildfire, you got anything to add, sir?
Oh yeah, other than, man, keep doing your thing. Thanks for having me on. I'm gonna keep rocking. Hey, you need to start doing freestyle Fridays or something, nigga. I gotta make my own channel and do some content, man. Let some niggas come on there and hop on them beats and have a good time, bro.
Hey, you know what I am about to do? I'm about to take one of the beats that I made. I'm about to put it up, and I'm about to do something to where the artists that watch my show can take the beat and record something to it and post it, and whoever wins, they're gonna get like a cash prize and a t-shirt and all that other shit.
Say less, I'm on that. I'm on that.
Let's get it, bro. I appreciate you, man. Shout out Samagan and Chief in the chat right now, man. Appreciate you, brother. Hey, y'all, that's the. If anybody else wants to hop in and say one last thing, let me know before we wrap this up, man. Let me know. Shout out to Samagi, man. This motherfucker. It's always somebody that comes on the stream, that comes on the stream yard that just completely either gives some dope ass shit to say or fucking just entertaining as fuck. And Samagi definitely had a motherfucking story. Shout out to him. He said he got a girlfriend and a wife on the side. That shit was great. Last, going once, going twice. StreamYard link is pinned to the top. Let's get it. Going once, going twice. Boom, we up out of here. Hey, GMS family, put a GMS in the comments. If you haven't participated in the chat, this is your time to do it right now. I'm about to shout out every single person who puts GMS in the chat right now. Let's get it. Put a GMS in the chat. GMS, GMS, GMS. Let's go. Let's go. This might be one of the beats I send out to y'all so y'all can try to do something to it. I don't know. We gonna see. Let's get it, GMS family. Put a GMS in the comments right now. I'm gonna shout you out. Follow me on my socials. I follow back. Hit my Cash App if you are feeling generous. Let's go. Let me see them GMSs. Everybody go follow, go subscribe to my nigga Player for Life, AP. Go subscribe to that channel. Go subscribe to the 3Gs podcast. Subscribe to Black Light Zen's page. Subscribe to Yo Man, What Is This? Whoever else got a channel, plug your shit. Shout out to Bad Seed ENT, AP Player for Life. Shout out Lady Aries, Binky, Bianca, Black Light Zen, Theodora NYC, Eternal Umbra, Black Man America, Low Dog 606. What's happening, fam? Reality Watch, Wonder Man, Jason Voorhees, Kid at Heart. He said, "Not I just got here, bro. You gonna have to rewind, cause you just gonna have to rewind. I ain't gonna say nothing. You gonna have to rewind." Marcus Speaks. Hey. Put them GMSs in the comments. Let's get it. Love Lace. Did you try to get on Love Lace? If you did, I didn't see your name up there. My bad. Brandon Lacey, Travis Washington. Roll something up, GMS fam. I know y'all got some. I know you got some. Hold on, I'll be right back. Oh my God. Yes, it has been another successful show. GMS family, thank you for tuning in. We talked about Kevin Samuels, the high-valued men. We talked about Cynthia G and the expendable black men. See, I don't believe that. I don't believe black men are expendable. There's so many black men in Africa. How could we be expendable? Go to Africa. Find yourself a nice black African man who will take care of you in your whole village. I don't know what you're talking about, Cynthia G. You're a beautiful black woman. Don't talk like this. Don't talk like this. Please. GMS family. I want to send all my love. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Wonderful week. Get to the money. Yes, get to the money. Get paid. Get fucking paid. It's GMS, bitch. I am out. I am out, this motherfucker. Hold on, wait. No, fuck that. I'm going to spit freestyle. I'm going to spit a freestyle. Fuck this. Fuck this. I'm going to spit a freestyle. Let the beat go again. Listen. Oh, yes. Check it. Listen. Right now, I'm sitting in my hut with my lion outside, watching out, guarding me. You don't have a lion, you have a dog. You bitch ass nigga. I swim, I crawl, I do it all. They know my name is Ish, a flame. I sit, I crawl.
I do it all. They know my name is Ish De Flame. Oh, eating fufu with my boo boo. She know me, I like to do. At the end of every meal, bitch, you know how I feel. I don't need to be the man, because I know I already am. I gets it in, I makes the money. None of you niggas take it from me. Got several kids in different villages, and no white man, you cannot pillage this. We got the spears and we got the pokers. We hit you with that shit, you little jokers. The lion bites you in your neck. Show all of Fambu respect. That's my dad, you know. And it's Wakanda for sure. GMS family, thank you. I love you, I respect you. I thank you for tuning in. I will see you guys later this week. I might go live from the state fair. Please tune in to my YouTube channel. It might be a little hazy because it might be a lot of people there and the connection might suck, but I will try to go live from the state fair later tonight. Okay? I appreciate you. Roll up, smoke some tea.